Okay. All right, guys, let's take our comfortable seat. He wants to play the minute I sit down. Okay, take your comfortable seat. I'm just gonna slip my feet forward a little bit, and you can kind of feel that in yourself. When you bring the legs in, there's a kind of a tucking back, and when you bring them forward, maybe you can find more or feel into more balance. Just give it a try. And then we'll take the fingertips, just let them rest gently on the floor. Take an inhale as you grow tall. And as you exhale, close your eyes, let your chin release towards your chest. Listening to the sound of your breath. And just take a few moments to separate whatever you were doing before you arrived. Very different than arriving in the studio. You probably start thinking about it an hour before you drive, all of that. Here you are, whatever you were doing before. Let it go. And then just feeling into your dominant hand. And take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, just bring your index finger, middle finger up to just touch your third eye space. Soften the jaw. And inhale here. And on this exhale, bring the hands together from top to bottom in front of your heart. Setting a quick intention. I honor myself, I honor my practice. I honor myself, I honor my practice. One more time. I honor myself, I honor my practice. Seal that deep within with 3 ohms. Take a full inhale, lengthen tall with your chin. Exhale this breath completely. Inhale fully for our first ohm. Bowing your chin, place your hands behind your thighs, lift your chin and open your eyes. Okay. All right, we're gonna stay sitting. I'm just gonna turn to the side. We'll do our old good friend, feet on the floor, hands on the floor behind you. And you turn your hands, put them however you need them to be, so you can feel supported here. You can spread your fingers, do that. I always kind of take my hands for a little walk and see if I can turn them in a little more as I move side to side. Just see what happens. Your little wrists, treat them right. And then place your feet in a comfortable way. They can be far apart, farther away from you. And we're just gonna start with the shoulders. We'll just drop the chest back, shoulders forward, and then open your heart. Just think of like little chest push-ups. Your head can move. And feel the connection to the press of the hands on the floor. Just moving at your own, whatever this is. So let's just do one more. Open and close and find your neutral place here. So the shoulders aren't rounding forward, they're not coming back too much. And then we'll come to windshield wiper. So we'll inhale. And as you exhale, you just drop the knees and then up and over. Okay, if you feel your hands need to move, do that. Otherwise, there is a little press of the heels of the hands into the floor. Just to find a little bit of connection. Good. And then we'll come to neutral. Then feet on the floor. We're gonna lift the hips, guys. So move your hands in or your feet in. Just feel, okay, I'm preparing. Start by opening the chest, so the shoulders back. Now take the belly up. Inhale. And then as you exhale, start to lift up. And if you're good here, to rock a little bit front to back, we just open really the shoulders in a different plane. Good. We'll do one more, forward and back. And then we'll set the tush back on the floor. We're just gonna hug the knees in. So the feet can come together, they can stay wide apart. Maybe you grab opposite elbows, tuck your chin, and let your heart space move back. So you feel that the knees are maybe pressing into the arms. And take one more breath here. Good, okay. Sit up nice and tall. Lift yourself tall, hug the knees in. I'm gonna lift the feet up off the floor. So if that's there, you maybe come on your tiptoes, see if you can take your feet up, hug them in, drop the shoulders, take a breath. Good, and then as you exhale, come back to our starting position. So feet down, hands down. We're gonna lift the hips again if that's happening for you. Open the chest, shoulders back, fingers spread. And take the belly in. And on your exhalation, lift up. Maybe you just hang out here or you rock a little bit. Be very kind to your shoulders. And we don't often have our arms in this plane if you think about what they're doing. Good. Okay. Come to center. Set the tush on the floor. You're going to release the hands. You're going to drop the legs into Baddha Konasana. It could be cross-legged. So if it works, soles of the feet together. You can bring the feet up. Let's roll the wrists. And if you need a hand on the floor, just do one at a time. Just roll the wrists, sit up nice and tall. Breathe. Good. Like piano. So cute. Good. Yes. And then take your hands down. I'm going to turn the fingers so they're pointing away from me. So I have the thumb facing, fingers away. Press the floor away so you can lift yourself a little bit up out of this. And then exhale and take it to a little baby forward fold. You're not going full. Okay. Wherever you end up here, I might have to kick her out. See what happens. Here comes my prince. Take one more breath. All right, and then walk yourself upright. Now I'm gonna lift the arms. We did this the other day, and just bring that right knee in. Yes. Okay, now take it back out. And then we'll do the same with the left. It's just really like the hip rotation, and then take it back. And you can put your hands on the floor. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna really slow it down and just see if you can take it back. Yes. One more. Good. And then come back, both feet together. Take your hands, give these feet a quick little love. Just warm them up. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that, our initial, I'm gonna call it our basic starting pose. So take the hands behind, feet on the floor. Find your hand placement, so take a moment. Spread the fingers as much as you can. And open. Okay, now we're going to lift up. So again, do what you need to do to be there. And feel the shoulders open, the belly in. On your exhale, lift up. Rock front to back a little bit. Now I'm going to come all the way into squat. So let's do it this way. You can walk your hands over. Maybe you walk your feet back first. And then you come over. Just see what happens. This is where we're going to be. So just kind of get yourself here. And then once you're here in squat, feet can jump wide apart. Or we're just going to roll front to back. Yes. Let's do this a few times. Whatever you need. You know, if you need to put your hands on blocks or in a chair, you can do that. Good. Okay, and I'm going to let the tush settle back, the heels back. I'm not going to let the heels touch the floor though. If you can, you know, like not all of us put our heels on the floor. But I'm just finding that place where the heels are lifting. I'll walk the hands forward a little bit if that's there, and then hang a little bit more. So the calves, lower calves, get this nice stretch. Hopefully you feel that too. Take one more breath. And then we're going to turn this into a forward fold. So you can walk your hands back, lift your tush up, separate your feet wherever they need to be. And we're just going to rock front to back in this forward fold. So again, I'm just rolling over the feet. I'm going to lift the heels and lift the toes. Knees can be bent. Hands can be anywhere. And you know, if it's better for you to have your hands at the wall, then take care of yourself and do that. Good. Okay. Settle in. And we're just going to open the backs of the legs. So put your hands where they need to be. Notice if it's better to bend your knees. Let the head drop as much as you can. Let the head be so heavy. And then before we come out of this, feel your feet, press your feet into the earth. Okay, I'm going to walk the hands forward, feet back. Find your downward dog. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Push your hands down and away. Maybe even take a little peek at your hands. Index finger pointing straight ahead. Good. Look at your feet. What are they doing? How's your breath? You take your belly in a little bit. Press your thighs back. Inhale, lift the heels so high. And exhale, take your knees to the floor. Let's take child's pose. Knees apart, knees together. The tops of the feet on the floor. And support your head. We're here for 5 breaths. Let that be nice, relaxed. And sometimes we get here and things get a little constricted. So if that's the case for you with your breath, then the work is in just relaxing the breath. Okay, this is a tight place. Okay, just for the breath, maybe into the feet, hips, whatever it is. Good. Okay. We're going to walk the hands back. You're just going to come up so you can tuck your little toes under, and we're going to come to forward fold again at the back here of the mat. Or wherever you are, middle, back, wherever it is. Good. You can separate your feet apart. Let's inhale and lift the head and the heart. Press the thighs back. And exhale, fold. We'll just do that 2 more times. So you lift your belly, heart, head. And then we lower belly, heart, head in that direction. So start by lifting the belly, chest, head, and then releasing. Good. Okay, guys, we're going to roll all the way up. So let's bend your knees, sit down in your legs, and then start to just roll yourself up. If your hands want to come to your thighs to help, or just let them hang. Last thing to come up will be your head. And then just pause here. Like without seeing, turn your palms to face forward. Good. Okay, exactly as you are on the mat. You're going to just bring the feet together. You're going to take tree pose. So I'm going to bring the hands together at the heart. You could put your hands on your hips. Okay, shift your weight onto the left foot. And then we'll take that right foot. You'll turn the right leg out. Bring the right foot to rest along the left leg somewhere. Low, high, wherever it goes. Good. Be in this tree. So lift your belly, find your balance. You can lift your arms if you're there. Breathe here. Okay, we're going to take 2 more breaths if you're still in it. Okay, I'm going to start by bringing my hands back down. So I'm going to take them in front of my heart, wherever they go. This right foot is going to step forward. So just release it. Let's take a step. And then we're going to go tree pose second side. So you could set up with the feet together. I'm just going to bring it from the back here. Find the balance, find the tree. So take your time. We're here for about 5 breaths. So you take your time. If you're wobbling, falling, always say like, what's happening? outside and inside makes a difference. Okay, one more breath. And then we'll bring the hands back down. And you're going to step the left foot forward. We're going to do one more tree pose on each side. So you might have to pretend your mat is longer than it is. So find your tree pose with the right leg. Whatever that is, be in your balance, your imbalance, your wobbling, your steadiness. If you can lengthen from sky to earth. And then you feel the foot and the leg anchoring towards each other. Okay, we'll release. Last time, find your tree pose. The left foot against the right leg. Whenever it gets there. Feel your core supporting you like the trunk of a tree. Beautiful breathing. Okay. Take one more breath. And then lovingly make your way out, and hopefully you're standing at the front of your mat. If not, just take yourself there. Pause. Feel your breath. Okay. So do a few sun salutes. So on your inhalation, release your arms out to the side, reach up, maybe look up. And as you exhale, we fold. You take the tush back first, maybe the knees bend. Take your hands to the earth. If you need blocks, grab them. And then once we're here, we inhale the belly, chest, and chin. And exhale, belly, chest, and chin. Hands on either side of the feet. We're gonna step the left foot to the back. Okay, just took it back. And now no, this might not work for everyone. You might keep it as it is, but if you can even just hop it forward a little bit and flatten it flat, and the toes are gonna turn out. Okay, we're gonna come up. So if the right foot needs to walk over to the right for balance, find that. Just be here for a moment. See, can I stick my butt out? Can I just feel like I can do that here? And then press your feet down. Hands can come to your hips or out to the side. We're gonna come up, keep a bend in your right leg. And bring the left hip forward, right hip back, belly in, reach. Good, inhale. And exhale, open the arms. And come down, hands are gonna come down. We're going to three-legged dog. So the right foot's gonna come back and up. So first I'll lift the left heel. Take the right leg back. Maybe it goes up in the air. Maybe it's just downward dog, whatever you feel. One more breath. Good. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move into plank. I'm gonna keep the right leg lifted, but it can come down. You know, make it a three-legged plank if that's interesting. You know, the leg starts to come down. You feel this, and then I'm gonna lower down into plank. Three-legged. Oh, all the way down, sorry, not plank. All the way onto your tummy, and then both feet, and here we are. So whether you did that or not, you're here on your tummy. Spread your fingers, lengthen your legs, and on your inhale, lift the shoulders, then the head, the chest, and the hands push down, and you come up to your version of Cobra. Good. Take one more breath here. Okay, I'm gonna tuck the toes under, push up hands and knees. Take a little child's pose with the toes tucked under just to open the feet. Then take one more breath. Okay, we're gonna round up through cat pose. As you inhale, arch your back up to the sky, come up to your hands and your knees. And as you exhale, we're coming downward facing dog. Good. Take a breath. Good. Let's walk the hands back to the feet. Take your hands for a little walk. You just press back till you come to the back of your mat. Yes. Come to your forward fold. We're going to inhale, lift the chin, the chest, the heart. Exhale, fold. Come all the way up. We're going to roll up again. You can bend your knees, really sit in your legs. Round up. Feel like the head. Do the very last thing. And once you're here, you can just hang out or take your arms up to the sky. Take one more breath. Okay, guess what's coming? Your tree pose walk. So I'm going to bring the hands at the heart. Bring the feet to your tree pose place. So we started balancing on the left last time. Now we're going to go right. Take your belly in, shift the weight, find your tree pose, whatever it is. Low, high, toes on the ground, arms lifted, arms low. I'm going to change my arm position. So if this is interesting to you, I'm just going to take my hands behind my back and maybe grab opposite forearms or maybe the hands together. Just see how that is. And one more breath. Okay, I'm going to keep my hands where they are, but whatever you do is fine. Switch legs, step forward, find your tree. Whatever it is, it's yours. And then hands at your heart, on the waist, up in the sky, behind your back. It all counts. Good. Steady. One more breath. And then we'll switch. So good. Now, is it just me or are we all balancing pretty well today? I just feel it's like, I always blame the moon. Take breaths here wherever you put your hands, steady. Notice your gaze. One more breath. And then we'll switch. Okay. Steady. And then lovingly release. We'll find ourselves standing at the front of the mat. Take your time. And take a nice big breath in. You breathe out, release your arms by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms up, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Think of tush coming back first. Touch the earth. And inhale, lift your belly, your heart, your head. And exhale, belly, heart. Okay, hands either side of the feet. The right foot's going back. We're going to find this warrior one. So heel lifting is totally fine, guys. Or you turn the foot, put it flat. Maybe you walk it out or walk the left foot out. And then just be here for a moment. See if you can take your tush back. And then you feel this. We'll inhale, come up. Hands to the hips or wherever they need to go, or you reach up. And sit down more in this left leg, right hip forward, left hip back, belly in. Let your heel turn, the back heel turn to accommodate the hip. Get one more breath. And then release your hands. We're going to do this three-legged dog. So I lift the back heel. Take this left foot up in the air. Press your right thigh back. Oh, yes. Whatever it is, breathe, breathe, breathe. Let it come forward again. So you can put that left foot down, or if it's interesting, go, okay, can I shift forward to plank? With the leg lifted, it's pressing out, and then we lower all the way down. Maybe the leg stays lifted, and you come down. Who cares? Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, set yourself up, lengthen your legs, hands underneath your shoulders. And then inhale and curl up, whatever your version of Cobra is. Yes. Take a breath. And tuck your toes under and shift yourself back to that modified child's pose. Whatever works. Feet open. Breathe here. Okay. Now we inhale, round the back up, come to your hands and your knees, and then exhale to your downward facing dog. Well, I feel like a little bit of jumping is going to happen now. So if that's in your wheelhouse, you'll really firm your arms. Squeeze the arms towards each other. And then you lift the heels, bend your knees, and you shift the hips back. And then we just get super playful until we can kick ourselves in the butt. And you just maybe try it 3 times if it's there. Yes, I'm gonna do 5. And one more. Good. Okay, once you've done that, walk your hands back. Amazing. Yes, jumping. Okay, I'm gonna hang out in this forward fold. You can let your feet come wider apart. Let's grab opposite elbows. So bend your knees, sit down more in your legs. One more breath. Okay, I'll release the hands. We're gonna roll all the way up. Okay. Adjust my AirPods. Okay, once we're up, pause, breathe, enjoy. Okay, guess what's coming? Tree pose. So find your feet. You go a little faster this time. So we're gonna shift the weight onto the left foot, take the right foot up, take 2 breaths in tree pose. So find your maximum tree pose. Nice breath in and out. Good. And then we'll switch. You just find your way into your tree. 2 breaths. And whenever you're ready, guys, you know you're gonna do 1 more on each side. Good. Okay, and I'm just entering my last one. Take your time. Good. Okay, and once you're done, then we just stand at the front of the mat. Give a little glory. I honor myself, I honor my practice. Good. All right, inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, fold. Push back. Take it down to the floor. Once you're here, inhale, lift your belly, your heart, your head. Then exhale and fold. Good. Okay, hands either side of the feet. The left foot's gonna step back and we're just gonna come up 1 breath, warrior 1. So find it, raise yourself up. You already did it. Good, stay here, bring the hands together at the heart. We're gonna open to warrior 2. So the back foot is gonna turn. It might even go for a walk. Then open your arms, bend into that right knee, look forward. Look at your knee, friends, make sure it's not tracking inside. Open it. Good. Okay, windmill your hands all the way down to the floor. Coming 3-legged dog, but you do whatever works. So I'm gonna lift the right leg up. This time I'm gonna open it, dog peeing pose. So the hip opens. Take the right foot over to the left side. Good. Okay, bring this right knee into your chest. We'll move into a plank with that. So you do whatever works. Take this right foot underneath you over to the left side. Now turn your left foot flat. Yes, okay, I'm gonna keep the right hand on the floor, lift the left arm. The legs are strong. And then come back. Now you could take child's pose. I'm gonna take 3-legged dog, just what we did. And come forward to plank. 3-legged planker. And then lower all the way down. And inhale up for your cobra. Whatever it is. Exhale, take it back, modified child's pose. Good. Okay, round up, downward facing dog. Good, walk your hands back. Okay, very last thing, and we're gonna come down. Okay, come all the way up, roll yourself up. Maybe the arms wanna lift or they stay down, it's all fine. Okay. Ready? You know what's coming. Feel the right leg, shift the weight, left foot up first. I think it doesn't matter. You're gonna get them all. Good. Pause. Good. And switch. Okay, take your time. Don't feel you have to match my pace. Whatever works, arms up, arms at the heart, hands behind you. Ah. And switch. Take your time. Be the tree. Okay, I'm on my last switch. And then bringing yourself to stand at your mat. If you need a few more moments, take it. You know where we're going. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, lift your heart, your chest, your head, and exhale, fold. Hands either side of the feet. Right foot's coming back. We're coming to modified warrior one or whatever it is. Just find it. You've been there. One breath. Okay, we're going to open it up to warrior two. So hands at your heart. You turn the right foot out. Maybe you walk it out. Look at your left foot. Point the toes straight. Open your arms out to the side. Sit down in your legs. Lift your heart. And the weight back to the back leg. So you just shift the ribs more. Good. And now windmill the hands all the way down. Lift your back heel. We're going to do dog king pose. The left leg comes back and up in the air. And you bend the knee, open the hip, shift the foot over. Good. Bring this knee into your chest. Flex the foot. You can even lift your chest up. Take this left foot underneath the right leg out to the side. The right foot turns. Balance on the left hand. Reach the right arm up. Use your feet. Use your hips. Lift. And then come on back. And coming back, three-legged dog. Your choice. Just lifting the left leg up. Push the right thigh back. Okay, come to your plank. 2 feet on the floor. 1 foot on the floor. Lower all the way down. Okay, before you do your Cobra, take a rest. Rest your forehead. Let your feet flop. Maybe toes in towards each other. Feel your breath. Just take 5 breaths as you are. Even slowing it down. Feel your heartbeat. Last Cobra. So feel your feet. Lift your head, take your hands into position. Now it's about the shoulders, lifting up and back. And take these shoulders for a walk. So once you come up, maybe you look over one shoulder, pull the opposite shoulder forward, and then switch. You could do this super low. It's not about the height. It's about flossing. Good. Okay. 1 breath, come up to your height of your Cobra. And then exhale, take it back. We're coming to child's pose. I'm going to bring my knees right together, tops of the feet on the floor. If this works for you, if it's not happy, open your knees wide. It's fine. 5 breaths. Okay, beautiful. 1 more breath. So just to kind of tie it into the practice of everything we've done, I'm going to come up to hands and knees. And then from your hands and knees, friends, you can open your knees apart, tuck your little toes under. We're just going to take it over like we started class. So just walk my hands back and just do this bit of, ankle flossing. Just forward and back in your own way, whatever feels okay. I'm going to balance on the toes for a few moments. So if that's interesting to you, you might walk your feet a little closer together. Hands come back, maybe they are on blocks or on your thighs. You lift. The knees are going to want to come up. The work is in bringing them down. And wherever you are here is all good because we're just going to come to sit. Take 1 more breath. Okay, if you're balancing on your toes, you reach forward. You can get the tush to come down. Oh, I'm right against the wall. How lucky is that? Then just come on down. We'll bring the feet in front. Look at your feet are going to be so happy and pink from all that. Take a little look at your feet, give them a little rub. We're going to come back into this forward folding Baddha Konasana. If you need to sit on something, put it there. Okay, start with your hands behind once you're ready. We open the shoulders, lift through the belly. I'm going to press the soles of my feet together. So just take a moment, take your time, set up. Yeah. Inhale. And on your exhale, just walk forward and just, be kind, like you feel, oh, body says, that's enough for today. I'll just start to let my head go. Take a few breaths. And after a few moments, maybe your body says, okay, a little bit further. So you just explore it. Wherever it is. Okay. Take one more full breath in. Full breath out. And walk your hands back. Just come back up. I'm just going to turn and face you. You're fine as you are. Okay, hands stay on the floor. They come up. I'm going to take the right knee, in and turn to the left. We're actually going to move to pigeon. So I'll put the hands down, start to turn. Now I take this left knee in, straighten the right leg. And if you have a blanket you're sitting on, just tuck it underneath your left hip. Okay, so the foot can be in, forward, your knee can be out more, in more, just feel what you need. And once you're here in your pigeon, then we'll come down onto the forearms or maybe all the way down to the head. We're just gonna melt ourselves here. You close your eyes. Support what you need to support. And I'm gonna take my right hand and reach back for my right leg. So if that's there for you, you have to come up onto your forearms to do it. The left forearm stays on the floor. I'll bend the right knee, just sweep back. And maybe it's like, oh no, I tried, it's not gonna happen. Maybe it is. Maybe you can grab the foot. That's just a thigh stretch. I push the foot back. Breathe here. Okay, even if you're here, you're doing it, it's happening. One more breath. Okay, I'm gonna release the foot. So if you're here in pigeon with your head down, and just start to come up to your forearms and into your hands. Okay, we're gonna come out of this the way we came in. So I'll start by bending the back leg and then come up, hope, just adjust your legs so you're back here. Just all this hip work. Right leg, left leg. And then we turn. You take your hands down and find your pigeon. Adjust your legs. Put your prop underneath your right hip if you need it. And when you're ready, you'll melt it. So that right knee will be outside of the right hand. Some of you might have it in between your forearms or your elbows. So you just be kind to whatever it is that you need. And just drop in a few breaths here. Staying as you are is totally fine. Or the right forearm stays down and bend the left leg. See, oh, can I grab the foot? Maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe too much. Feet wherever your body says, okay, I'm honoring myself, I honor my practice. Honoring myself, honor my practice. Good. Release that leg and let's take 2 more breaths here and wherever position you're in. Come up. So forearms to hands. And you'll just find your legs back. Bring the feet in. Good. Okay. All right, give the feet a little love. And make that love all the way up, inner thighs, inner calves, these parts of our bodies we don't massage very often. Good. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to take the legs in front. I'm just going to turn to the side. Sit up on something if you need it. Take your hands. Remember, say it's the same. I open my chest as best as I can. Now, some of you might get right close to the wall. If you put your feet at the wall, then they're going to stay upright and engaged. And if not, you just kind of pretend, oh, my feet are at the wall. Lift your belly. Good. I'm going to take the arms up. If that's okay for your back, you know, keep the back is lifting, lifting, lifting. Take the arms up, even if you bend your knees. Good. Okay, take one more breath in. And as you breathe out, I'm going to reach forward, but let your hands come down any way they need to. You just walk yourself forward. Here's where things get illuminated. We did forward fold so many times. And even though this is the same, it's very different. Okay, you can let your head rest. And so stay as you are. Don't change your torso. Maybe just take your hands back behind you. And so the same position, just push the floor away behind you. See if that brings you forward a bit. And then you can keep the hands there or you bring them back. Whatever it is, be very soft and tender. I honor myself. I honor my practice. I don't need to get anywhere today. I'm just doing the work. Okay. Take one more breath. Okay, I'm going to come up and I'm going to really ground the heels. Take the belly in, so I'm supporting my back. Reach the arms straight up, if that's okay. If it bothers your back, don't do it. And then take your hands down to the floor if that's where they are. Okay, a little twist. I'm going to bring this right leg in and we'll just turn to the side. You know, there's not touching. There's space there. We're going to twist. Yeah, take your hands down, bend the right leg in. I'm just going to stay facing you. Stay as you are. Lift yourself up. Now feel the left heel is planted. Open the toes. Reach the right arm up. And we're going to bring this right elbow down. So here your right leg can walk out more, friends. And then we turn to the left. Really press that right forearm or elbow into the leg. Leg pushes back. The left hand can come behind you more. Open your left shoulder. Turn your head to a place that feels okay. Now lift your eyes up to the ceiling. Without turning your head, without changing your head, just lift your eyes. Good. Inhale. And exhale and release your hands behind you. Okay, I'm going to walk this right leg in, still not touching the left leg. We're going to do the same thing other side. So the right hand stays down, left arm lifts. And then turn yourself. And now here's where I like to just take the hand, hold the knee, and lean back. I'm actually leaning back. Then I can turn a little bit deeper, maybe come upright after that. Then you can take that arm wherever you like it to go. You want to wrap, go to the outside. Let's find this deep, deep twist. Okay, so you can soften your shoulders. They're not taking more than they need to. One more breath. Release. Come back. Stretch the legs out and move your little feet. Yes. Okay, find your upright here. Even if the knees are bent, it's all fine. It's about feeling this body from the base to the crown of the head. Inhale, maybe reach your arms up. And exhale, move into forward fold. Now I'm going to grab hold of my feet here because I can. So if that works, you know, I have the wrist to the toes, and then I push the feet away and the hands kind of pull back. But that's not necessary. Your hands can stay on the floor if that's better. Be where you need to be. One more breath. And I'm going to lift the arms as I come out. I really anchor the heels. Take the belly in. And then inhale, reach up. Yes, exhale, hands down. Okay, left knee. And make that space. It's okay to be nice and spacious. Right hand on the floor, left arm lifts. Reach, reach, reach. And then bring that elbow down. Inhale. And exhale, turn into your twist. Walk the right hand behind. Open the right shoulder. You know, I feel my left foot is anchored into the floor. Right heel is anchored. I'm not pushing down so much. It's just they're connected. Good. Okay. Now the head is turned. Now keep everything as it is. Just lift your eyes. Let the jaw drop. Look at the ceiling or the sky. Inhale and exhale and release both hands to the floor. Now I'm going to walk this left leg in a little bit. Inhale, right arm up. Good. And now take the left hand, lean back. So you can actually turn from the belly. Okay, you might just hold on to the knee here as you turn, or you find your, whatever it is, your favorite position. All of them count. Okay, and then we turn from the belly. Feel like this soft part of your belly between the waist is really turning. Good, breathe. Good. And then we'll release. We'll just stretch both legs out again. Your hands can come down. Move your little feet. We'll do one last forward fold. Actually, before we do a forward fold, guys, remember this little hip thing we did? Just shake your hips so your legs are moving one. Yes. Good. Okay. And then find your center again. Inhale, maybe you reach up or hands stay on the floor. And exhale, come into this very last forward fold here. Okay. And then find your place where you can be very soft. You're not working too hard. It's just happening. Close your eyes and feel your breath. Take one more full breath in, maybe side out. And then I'm not going to lift the arms this time because we want to keep everything soft. Walk your hands back either side of your hips. And as if you're rolling up, let the head be the very last thing to come up. And once it comes up, you can keep your eyes closed. Let's come back to our very first basic position. Hands behind, feet on the floor. Do a couple of your chest push-ups. You're just moving the shoulders. Good. Let's do one more forward and back. And then with the chest really lifting, shoulders back, move into Windshield Wiper. Just rock your knees side to side. Good. Okay, one more on each side. And then we'll bring the knees up. We're going to walk the feet in, and I'm just going to give this hug. Now, there's always one way you go, so switch the arms. Drop your chest back. Drop your head. Take the shoulders away from your ears. Close your eyes. One more breath. And then pull the knees in as you lengthen yourself up. Maybe the feet come up off the floor. Breathe here. Good. Okay, we're going to come onto the back. So I'm just going to tuck my chin, really take the chest back. Your hands can come to the floor. They stay where they are. And you roll onto your back, if that works. If it's a flop, it's a flop. Good. Okay. I'm going to readjust myself on the mat. I know I just brought you down, but if you need something for your head or, put it there. And then once we're down, I'm just going to take basic twist. So I'll open the arms out to the side. Drop your knees over to the right. Turn your head a little bit or a lot to the left. And just let this be very soft. You're not trying to get anywhere. We're just using this pose as a way of anchoring and letting the body calm. So you can drop your jaw and your left shoulder. I'm going to kick this up just a little bit, even though I said it's about softening. So you stay as you are. But if you'd like to straighten your legs out to the right side, and maybe your right hand can grab both big toes. I'm going to pull that left hip away from my head. It's totally beautiful to just stay in the position you started in. Okay. And we're preparing to move to the second side. So you can release the toes if you did that, bend the knees. Just lift your knees up, adjust yourself, and then move into your second side. And again, just be in the softness of this for a few moments. Softening your jaw, your right shoulder. And if you want to stretch your legs out to the left, you can do that. If you find your big toes or nuts, all fine. And then the right hip moves away from your head. Slowly coming out, setting your feet on the floor. I'm just going to come to a little bridge. I'm just going to lift the hips, but if you want to put a block under your hips or your bolster under your hips and just hang out there, that's totally beautiful. You're going to move with me. I'm going to take my arms down by my sides, spread the fingers, anchor the upper arms, set your feet in place. Inhale, exhale, press into the mat. And then inhale, lift your hips. You're coming with me now. Your arms can stay down. They can come up and over your head. Push your feet down and away. And then if you're on the block, you just stay there. But if you're not on the block, lower the hips down. Maybe the arms stay over the head. We're going to do that 2 more times. This time I'm going to bring my arms back down, interlace the fingers underneath me. Yogi's choice. Anchor, inhale. Exhale, press down mid-belly. Inhale, lift up. Now I bring the arms, I actually walk the upper arms underneath the chest. Push down. Good. 1 more breath. And then I'll release the arms, lower down. If you're on your block, stay there. And last time, this time I'm going to change the interlace of the fingers. So I'll stay here as I inhale. Exhale, anchor the upper arms, anchor the belly. Inhale, lift up. And then find your position, whatever it is. I'm really using my feet. Back of the head is anchored. And the tailbone to the knees. Good. And release. Good. I'm going to stretch the legs out. If you're on your block, you can stay on the block if you're digging it. If you want to come off, just take a nice Supta Tadasana, lying down mountain pose. Okay, guys, so now we're in this place. We're going to move into Shavasana. If there's anything else you need, you want to do happy baby or a more windshield wiper, or just stay on your block. Lovely. I'm going to take legs up the wall for my Shavasana. That's totally optional, but a nice thing to do if you have the space. Okay, or just lie down and make yourself very comfortable. Yes, put on your warm stuff. If you have an eye pillow, it's bright in your place. It's a nice thing sometimes to bring in. Yes. And we'll take a 5-minute rest together. Might be more than 5 minutes. We'll see what happens. Okay. Just ensuring you're comfortable. And as you are settling in, just bringing in that mantra we open with maybe 3, 4 times, 10 times. I honor myself. I honor my practice. I honor myself. And I honor my practice. I honor myself. I honor my Surrender more deeply. For this moment, gift yourself permission to completely relax. Staying in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. If you're preparing to come out, start with the breath. Just gently elongate each inhale and exhale. And let that be the driving force to invite in movement. So first the breath, and then you just follow whatever your natural instincts tell you to do. Just gently wake up. Gently move, honoring yourself and honoring your practice. Just feeling this body. Eventually, you'll make your way to your side. Hang out there for a few breaths. Take your time. Just meeting seated if you're ready. Take a few moments, friends, to just feel, this energy that's shifted, and even how you feel in your heart, in your head, and stress. Okay, when you're ready, we'll stay as you are as you inhale. And on your exhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart. And we're just going to do the prayer wheel a few times. Whenever you're ready, just starting to just move your hands and circling. Maybe 3, 10, 5 times. Let's feel this gentle movement as you sit in your stillness. And then bringing the hands together in front of your heart. Anchor your sit bones and lengthen yourself tall. Inhale. Exhale this breath completely. If you want to turn on gallery view or turn your camera on, if that's there for you, you don't have to ever, but it's so nice to kind of see each other, right? Yes. And then we'll enter into our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. Let's seal that with one Om. Inhale. Om. And take a full inhale. Breathe it into your hands. Get your sacred breath. I honor my practice. I honor myself. Lift your chin, open your eyes, and offer this home and offer it out. And we'll offer it to each other and then take it back. And just, here we go. So many love blessings. Happy Tuesday, guys. So much love. Thank you so much for being here. An honor to guide your practice and share this space with you guys. So much love, so much love, so much. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys on Thursday, hopefully. Bye, guys.